Hey, ladies and gents, what's up? Long time no see. I had to come on here and do an updated video because I put out a blog post a few weeks ago, and I think I made a few of my followers a little bit concerned about the direction my site is moving into. And I read it again, and I thought, yeah, I can see how people might be a little worried. Okay, let me explain. One of the things that's always bothered me, not always, but I would say for the last 4 or 5 years with To Create a Website is that it's not really a niche website. I cover so many different topics from Canva to ebooks to WordPress tips to affiliate marketing. And let's take this channel, for example. I have 80,000 subscribers, right? But the problem is when you do videos on so many different topics, when you have somebody that subscribes, let's just say for a Canva video, right? Well, they love that video, but then maybe they're not interested in affiliate marketing, or maybe they're not doing AdSense, so they don't care about those videos. So they're so excited about your content, and then they drop off because you start making more videos that aren't relevant to what they want to watch. And so one of the things I've always wanted to do is focus my content more. And so my initial idea was to just make the change on this site, this brand, and just start focusing all of my content on one topic. But then I decided, because the nature of the content is so much different, not so much different, but it's a lot different than what I've been known to put out on To Create a Website, I really decided to just start a separate niche website. So I hired a coach. Shout out to Don Purdom. A lot of you already knew who it was. And Don has been helping me with messaging and audience identification and making sure that my writing, and I feel that the coaching is really going to help me with sales pages, not so much the day-to-day blogging. I feel like my blogging tone is already fine. You know, my keep it real Lisa or whatever isn't going anywhere. And I think that's what concerned some people in my blog post when I said I was going to change. And I think some people thought I was going to become like this snake oil saleswoman, you know, for the low price of $9.99.99, you too can make money overnight just like me. No, that's just not, come on, y'all. Would never do that. But I want to get better at writing my landing pages, and I want to make sure my content for this new site is not like this site where everything is all over the place. And because things like SEO have changed, a lot of people in this space have just given up, or they've moved on to other things. Some of you are far ahead of where I am in terms of you've been selling your own products. And so you may not be interested in affiliate marketing, AdSense, and SEO like you might have been 5, 6 years ago. I know I've changed. My interests have changed. AdSense. If I make $3,000 a month, I'm doing good with AdSense. And I would still estimate that's probably greater than 95% of the people in the program. You really should not be focusing on AdSense anymore unless it's just a means of diversification. But there's some people today who are still trying to make a living with AdSense. And I'm like, I'm so far beyond that now. My main focus has been, for the last year and a half, courses. Many of you know I'm teaching on Udemy, and I'm in the process now of, gosh, this is such a long-winded way of getting to the point. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in the process now of learning how to host my courses on my own site. And so I've got all this new content that I want to put out about course creation, about e-learning. And so that's where I'm moving toward. So I'm building a niche site for the e-learning space. And so what does that mean for To Create? Well, actually, I think the content here is just going to get more helpful for people that are doing more entrepreneurial stuff, like selling your own products and things of that nature, because I'll be updating you guys on my journey and telling you what I've learned, mistakes that I've made, things that I wish I had done, things that I'm glad I did. And so I want to teach this when I'm all said and done. So that's going to be the flagship course for this site. So I say all that to say I am launching a new niche site. I don't know when it's going to be out. I'm in no rush. It could be months, could even be early part of 2017. I don't know yet because I'm not in a hurry. But I will continue to use To Create's blog and YouTube channel, because, you know, this brand still makes really good money, to update you guys on what I'm learning in this new lane that I'm in now, selling my own products that I'm hosting for the first time. And the e-learning space, you guys, is growing so fast, and it's huge. And one of my strategies that I tend to use with my sites is I like to get in on spaces that are growing. That's what I did with To Create back in '02. That's what I did with Naturally Curly in 2011 and 12. And my angle for that site was instead of just focusing on natural hair, I taught people how to go natural without chopping all of their hair off, which is something a lot of other people weren't talking about. And so how I see myself standing out in this new space is there's a lot of people now talking about selling your own courses, but there aren't as many people breaking down the technical pieces of setting all of that up. And I feel like I can combine my love of teaching with my love of making videos and be helpful in that space. That's my vision. And in my head, it all makes sense, but when it all comes together, who knows? We'll see. But I'm going to have my flagship product, as I said, which is going to help people host their own videos and courses on their site. But I'm so looking forward to having a YouTube channel. And everything that I do on that channel is going to be more strategic. And everything is going to be built around the flagship product. And my messaging is going to be clear. So when you subscribe to that channel, you're going to know exactly who I am. And every video is going to remind people who I am and how I can help them. And so everything is going to be much more focused and niche, as opposed to this channel, for example, where maybe you subscribe because you love that ebook video I did in 2012, but I haven't done a video on that since. And you might not have watched the remaining videos because, well, guess what? You don't really care about those things, or you're not focusing on the same thing anymore. And that's the disadvantage of having a channel or a blog or a site with content that's all over the place. And especially now, because so many of my followers, including myself, are no longer focusing on SEO and AdSense. And those are two topics that I really hit hard and grew this channel with back in 2008, 9, and 10. But I'm no longer focusing on that stuff anymore. I'm more or less starting over. And I don't expect this to be an easy journey at all, because there will be some people in this niche that'll go over to that new one. But I'm going to have to promote it much differently than I did To Create. I'm not going to be focusing on SEO at all. Don't care anything about that. But I see myself using YouTube, of course. I see myself doing live streaming and getting into Periscope and possibly Blab and some other areas that I haven't really gotten onto yet. But I am so looking forward, you guys, to having a more laser focused website. And I'm going to come back to this site and keep you guys updated on how it's going and what I'm learning in the process. So be patient with me, you guys, as I go on this new journey. I think it's much better to build your own brand that people trust and sell your own products. Does that take longer? Absolutely. So with the new site, I still do see affiliate marketing being part of it because there's some great affiliate programs in this space. But my products are going to be the primary focus, which is so different from what I usually do, where I have a lot of different affiliate programs that I'm relying on, and then later on I'll launch a product. But this time I'm going to actually launch the site with a product, which is so different from what I normally do. And that's what I teach now in my affiliate marketing course. Please do not sign up for my course, because you'll be very disappointed if you think it's about ranking on Google in a couple of days or a couple of months and making quick money. I can't help you do that, and I won't pretend that I can. I do believe it's about finding something you're really interested, good at, passionate about, using other sources such as YouTube, live streaming, social media, whatever, to build up your traffic, and then selling your own products, and also supplementing with affiliate marketing. Is it hard? Absolutely. Is it scary? Absolutely. But anything worth having is going to be hard, scary, difficult, and challenging. And this new journey for me, I think, is going to be just that. But I'm ready. Bring it on.